Hello there, welcome to our web blog. Now, I'm a wee bit concerned today because I did want to tell you all about what's happening because it is a very, very busy day for us today, and I'll explain all about that in a minute. But as you can see probably over my shoulder, nobody's here. Now that is a wee bit unnerving when you come in and you realise that you're the only person in the newsroom. However, I've found everybody, they're all locked in the morning meeting. Oh, they're just about to leave. So they've obviously just decided what they're going to do for the day. And we'll find out more about that later. But while they just all gather their thoughts, there's something rather odd happening in our car park. I think you're going to find it really interesting. Come and see this. Now, our building here in Aberdeen is based at the Altons Industrial Estate. Now, that means that we're quite near the harbour, but we're also quite near the sea as well. So, as you can probably tell, we've got a bit of a bird problem. We've got seagulls everywhere, and this has been an ongoing problem that we've had since we moved here. So, for the past 2 years, we've been trying to come up with a solution to how we can get rid of all the bird poo and just the nuisance, really, of all the birds. And Stephen here is from the NBC Bird Solutions. Now, what a great way to try and tackle this problem. What have you got here, Stephen?
Actually, here on my fist, as you can see, is a female Harrisort, which is an American species, and there on the little block there is a Saker falcon, which is a species actually from the Middle East.
So what is the aim? I mean, are these going to scare off the seagulls?
What the actual process that we're trying to achieve through the use of the birds is to actually deter the birds from nesting on the surrounding buildings and causing problems obviously to the employees within the area, and obviously the damage that they can do to people's cars, but mainly to deter them from nesting in the area and move them on to less sensitive areas.
Yeah, because we are always having to take our cars to the car wash here.
Unfortunately, yes, in Aberdeen there are an awful lot of seagulls.
I've watched the birds, and the seagulls are really quite gallous because they really will swoop down on the birds.
Yes, unfortunately, I mean, this aggression also can actually be taken out on people, but through the use of the birds, as I say, we hope to deter them from actually using the area. We visit once a week throughout the summer and nesting times to hopefully deter them and move them on, as I say, to other areas.
Okay, Stephen, thanks very much. Well, the skies certainly look clear just now, so I think they're doing their job. Great stuff, thanks very much.
You're welcome.
Now, I did mention that it's a very busy day in the newsroom today, and it's an important historic day because today is the day that Tony Blair steps down as Prime Minister and Gordon Brown takes his place. So DJ McDonald is our editor of news today. I take it this is our lead story.
It is, Andrea. There's only one story in town today, and that is the coronation of Gordon Brown as British PM replacing Tony Blair. It's been a long time in the transition, and as you can imagine, we are all over this story like a rash, as they say. Our political correspondent Michael Crowe will be doing a backgrounder on today's events, and our political editor Bernard Ponsonby is actually down at Downing Street, and he'll be reporting live into our programme, and also he'll be doing a backgrounder on Gordon Brown and his long journey to number 10. We'll also be reporting from Gordon Brown's constituency in Fife and talking to his election agent, Alex Rowley, and we'll end the programme with a musical montage of the day's events and maybe some archive pictures of Gordon Brown through the years.
Sounds good. And some disappointing news as well, perhaps for some Aberdeen fans.
Disappointing news for Aberdeen fans, but not disappointing news for me, because as a Celtic fan, Russell Anderson has been a thorn in our side on numerous occasions and stopped us scoring even more goals against Aberdeen over the years. But the word is that Roy Keane, an ex-Celtic player, is taking him down the road to Sunderland. So, well done, Roy. The more good Aberdeen players he can take down there, from my point of view, the better.
Right, you can see that obviously DJ has a vested interest in that story. Thanks for that. Okay, well, thanks to also everybody who's been contributing to our forum. We've been very interested in what everybody's got to say and what they think about the Northern Exposure blogs. Now, yesterday, Tobias Vaughan, was that not a character in Doctor Who? Anyway, great name. Tobias Vaughan said, great blog, that Chris Harvey's a bit mental. Yes, Tobias, you're absolutely right. That is exactly right. And Ian also put an entry on saying, great programme, I'd make Andrea's tea anytime. That's very kind of you, Ian. Very, very weak and milky, that's how I take it. So tune in for North tonight at 6 o'clock. We've got a lot happening, as you've heard, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Thanks.